Hi guys, this is FD for Sage5.tv once more back with another video, and today we are going to be doing an update on our 2k to 100k portfolio challenge, and this will be our second update. I think we did the last one just over a week ago or so. So this is our second update, like I said, on our 2k to 100k portfolio challenge. If you remember, the last time we did an update was about 2 weeks ago. In that video, we highlighted our first 6 projects that we invested in as part of our 2k to 100k challenge. When the next bear market comes, we want to be ready for that, hence this challenge. Now, it is fair to state that some of the projects that we're investing in will go to zero, but so could Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, Avalanche, Solana, and the rest of them. And you may also be asking why this particular project. Our logic is majority of the projects within our selection pool of approximately 30 have a massive downside risk, but also an equally explosive upside potential. It is that massive upside potential that we are banking on, so that if that effectively happens, then we are well placed to reap the rewards. But if the movement is to the downside, then we may well be put in a position where our investments go to zero. I mean, if you are investing in this market, the crypto industry, you must surely be prepared for things to go to zero. Guys, bear in mind that what I'm sharing with you here today is not financial advice. These are my own opinions. If you require the service of a financial advice, please go seek someone who is qualified to do so. I'm just some dude on the internet. Anyway, as with any investment, diversification is key here. That's why we have gone with 20 projects as our target to invest in, at least $100 in each of those projects, with a small overall budget cap of $2,500. So in other words, whatever we do, we cannot exceed our limit of $2,500. There is also fair criticism being leveled against our approach, that is to say that we are spreading ourselves too thinly. I get that. Some critics are saying that we could have gone with, say, $500 into just 5 projects or coins, get the most out of this exercise, but then with a 50-50 chance that some of these projects could go to zero, aren't you risking quite a lot? After all, this is an exercise to try and educate some of the people who are sitting on the sidelines and some people who are relatively new to the space. If you are approaching this space, you need to be very cautious. As and when you gain confidence, you can start jumping into some of these positions with significantly higher budget. At this moment in time, the key is to try and reduce your risk. For example, if we take the 5 projects where we invest 500 into each project to maximize our budget of 2.5k, if we apply the 50-50 rule, it means out of the 5, only 2.5 projects will have to, help us reach our target. That will be insurmountable at every level, and we'll most likely miss our target by a wide margin. So 20 it is, I think, albeit lacking investment depth, so to speak. Yes, there is no investment depth, but if those $100 we're dumping into each project is done properly, I think we will be able to achieve our objective. By the end of the day, it's not how deep our investment is. The objective right now is to make sure we try and achieve our 100k target or get somewhere very close. I'm not saying this is going to win, but I'm hoping it's going to, because I'm going to throw everything at it. Anyway, the first 6 projects that we jumped into at a total cost of around $550 were Moonbeam, ticker symbol GLMR, and we bought that via KuCoin at a price of $1.06, and we managed to get 100 units of the Glimmer token at a total cost of $106. Then we got the Pangolin token, ticker symbol PNG, via Pangolin DEX at a price of 5 cents. We managed to get total units of 2,114.8 at a total cost of $110.16. The third project we got was Fala Networks PHA FAR token via KuCoin at a price of 11 cents. We managed to get 1,003 units at a total cost of $109.14. And then we also added the blockchain Monster Hunt, ticker symbol BCMC. We got that via PancakeSwap at a price of 2 cents each. We managed to get 5,720 tokens at a total cost of $104.11. We also added Polkadex, the PDEX token, ticker symbol PDEX, via KuCoin at a price of $1.65 a piece, and we managed to get 64.45 units at an overall cost of $106.34. And finally, we added Iagon, ticker symbol IAG. We got that via KuCoin at a price of 1 cent. We managed to get 10,000 of them at a total cost of $120. Since then, we've carried out a DYOR risk evaluation on the Graph network and its GRT token, as well as opening up a position on that project too. Others we've added are the Acala's ACA token, as well as Efinity's EFI token. Acala is a DeFi hub for the Polkadot network, and Efinity is a metaverse project described as an engine for NFTs in other quarters. In both the Graph and Efinity, we maxed out. That is to say, we spent the maximum we could, and in Affinity's case, we went overboard slightly by a third, and we only spent approximately 40% of our allocated budget on the Acala network and its ACA token, and we intend to add to that initial position according to our own DCAing approach in order to optimize on entry prices. These three projects that we added cost about $377.76, and it brought our total investment so far to $927.51. This puts us at approximately 37% into this challenge, with 63% of our budget to go. So as you can see, guys, I'm trying to be as meticulous as I can, and we are doing research for each project. This is how you should be doing your own research as well. Again, guys, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. And again, guys, before I forget, please spare some time to click like and subscribe. As always, smash that notification bell. Subscribing is free. Even if you don't intend on coming back to our channel, we will still appreciate your contribution, and we thank you in advance. Anyway, now it is quite possible that prices will see massive drops from where we are today, but until a bottom is found for the whole market, no one knows. But as far as you are concerned, any price drops or dips will be opportunities to get into some of the positions we have not opened yet. And that is the flip side. There is a possibility that the market recovers, and from here on, we won't be forced into opening positions by FOMOing in when prices have gone way higher than they are today. Oh, very plausible, but that's markets for you. No one knows what happens next, but since we have a plan, we just execute it at our own pace and will not FOMO into any position. We follow our plan. Do you have a plan to execute during this crypto bear market? If you don't, this is probably time to have one yourself. You know, bull markets is when you realize the wealth by cashing out your positions. You should not get married to any of these projects, as all you want is to make money and that's it. Simple, right? No, it's not that easy, I'm afraid. But take advantage of the bear market to start creating wealth, because this is when wealth creation happens. Bull markets is when you realize that wealth. Those are my own views, guys. This is not financial advice. If you like what you hear so far, please click like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. It will help us go a long way. We want to beat that YouTube algorithm. We want to grow the channel. Anyway, throughout the next bull market, we shall be adjusting our strategy as we go to ensure that we make as much money as possible, because, as we all know, it is also very tricky to know when the exact bottom comes, but also when the exact top comes. So you always need to be on the move, adjusting your strategy as you go. Some of the tools available to us as we proceed are, we could be DCAing ourselves into positions as well as DCAing ourselves out of our position. That's quite a reasonable strategy as well, or reasonable approach. We could be taking profits to buy more of the same. This method or this strategy requires plenty of discipline. In this case, what you're doing, for example, if you take Polkadex, you'll be selling some of your Polkadex positions when the price rises, and then don't spend those resources or those funds. Wait for the price to draw back a little bit or a little bit more, and then you just buy those dips. And then when the market resumes, you will have gained or increased your positions as far as Polkadex is concerned. That's what it's all about. And then finally, closing a position in one project and adding more to existing positions within our 2K to 100K challenge. And there are a lot more strategies or approaches one can take. But this is how we see us proceeding or progressing as the bear market translates into a bull market. Probably some time to go yet, but no one knows that. So we are just getting ready to make sure when the bull market resumes or it comes back, we are well prepared for that. So as you can see, we are not planning on just sitting on our hands. Once our positions are done and ready, we'll continue to adjust and modify our investment basket until we reach our goal, or we can't do anything anymore other than just to exit or close our positions towards the end. Hopefully, we'll have made plenty of money out of the exercise. Are you still with me so far? Anyway, so our complete basket so far looks like you got Moonbeam, Pangolin, Acala Network, Blockchain Monster Hunt, Polkadex, and Iagon. I think I've shared with you those before. The ones we've added now is the Graph, ticker symbol GRT. We got that via KuCoin. We got in at 10 cents a piece, and we managed to buy 1,019.3 units at a total cost of $99.85, all inclusive. So that was a smart move and quite neat at that. The eighth project we managed to get is the Acala Network's ACA token. We got that via Warby Global at a price of 23 cents, and we managed to get 175.62 units. So far, we spent $40.16 all inclusive, including transaction fees. And then finally, Efinity. We managed to get Efinity's EFI token, ticker symbol EFI. We got that via Warby Global again at 14 cents a piece, and we managed to get 953.34 units at a total cost of $131.75. Again, some of these values will not make sense. For example, in Affinity's case, we had Ethereum transaction fees of transferring it from Huobi to the Engine wallet of over $6. So cost there was over $138. You will see it when we start looking at the overall portfolio later on in a separate video. So far we have managed to spend a total of $927.51 out of our overall budget of $2,500. And now looking at current pricing, it appears that the very project that we did not initially add to our list but added it afterwards is the one that is performing the worst out of the 9 projects so far. Here I'm talking of Iagon, ticker symbol IAG. So far it's lost approximately 45 to 50% of its value since our entry position. Now, does that tell us anything this early on? Probably not, but it is also an indication that maybe, just maybe, the project team are just dumping on their community. That is, if they were not prepared for the downturn and they now require operational resources to keep going and to see them through the bear market. That's quite possible. However, this may be just a sign that the project is destined for the scrap heap. Also quite plausible. Again, it could go to zero. That's why we keep mentioning that everything in cryptocurrency is quite risky. Anyway, we remain committed to all the projects we've invested in so far, and we still maintain belief in our original 28 to 30 projects that are in our selection pool, but there might be a couple of exceptions that we'll share with you down the line. We will continue to monitor these as well as open more positions as we go. Again, guys, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, as we are most likely to announce any new positions that we open over there on Twitter first prior to creating and publishing a video to share with you what we are doing. It takes time to create a video. There's a lot of work that goes into it. Now, it is also very important for anyone who is still watching to know that, as highlighted before in my previous videos, as far as this challenge is concerned, this is not my main portfolio. I hold a lot more projects in my main portfolio, most of them not represented in this exercise at all. So if you do decide to follow this challenge, please note that if this goes to zero, the impact on my livelihood and my investment journey within the crypto space will not be impacted that much. Having said that, I'm just as committed to this assignment or challenge as I am with my main portfolio, and I sincerely believe that the goals that we set at the beginning of this challenge, to achieve our goal from 2K to 100K portfolio, we think is quite achievable, especially if let the luck strikes as well, and it strikes in our favor. Another takeaway from this exercise is the number of exchanges that we are using. So far, we have used the following exchanges as part of our challenge: KuCoin, Huobi Global, Pangolin DEX, PancakeSwap DEX. Other centralized exchanges that we usually use include Coinbase, Crypto.com, FTX, Binance, and Kraken. In fact, I'm actually beginning to like Kraken a bit since we started using it a couple of months ago. It's flawless, and the on-ramp, the fiat on-ramp is just incredible, and it's cost-effective. For example, if you compare it to what you get with KuCoin is quite expensive, but Kraken is relatively cheaper. I know Binance is even cheaper, but Binance, there are issues around making transfers as well, depending on what jurisdiction you reside. So there are limitations in using Binance. So at the moment, I will probably put my head on the line and say our favorite crypto exchange at the moment is Kraken, because it costs less than the other options that are available to us in terms of accessibility. The key to this centralized exchange is try and move your assets out into a wallet that you control. This could be a hot wallet or a hardware wallet. I'll leave a link on a video we did some time ago on digital wallets down in the comment section, and the safest method is going to be a hardware wallet, but some people might still be relying on hot wallets. I do use some hot wallets that I use for certain things that I want to access on a daily basis or on a regular basis. Now, for your thoughts, any of these 9 projects so far caught your eye? Have you created your own portfolio or challenge, or you're mirroring ours? Which of these projects have you jumped into so far are worth your resources to date? Which of these projects do you think will do well in the future? And which of these projects are likely go to zero? Comments down below, guys, and let us know. Ladies and gentlemen, this was your latest update of our 2K to 100K challenge. And until next time, this is FD for Search5.tv signing out. Bye for now.